Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Play-by-Play with me, your host, Matt Severino. I'm very excited to have you guys back. We're going to do another episode of our Power Ranking series. Week 2 of NFL football just happened. It's currently Thursday, 3 o'clock. The game is going to be on in 5 hours. Very exciting game. Chiefs versus Chargers. And, we had a chaotic week this past week. There was a lot of surprises, a lot of disappointments. And, so we don't really have a whole lot to go off of. We only have 1 week of football, so, sometimes a team does amazing in week 1 and completely falls off. Sometimes they have a horrible week 1 and then end up being one of the best teams in the league. I mean, look at the Panthers last year started 3-1. Look how they turned out. And the Chiefs started 2-4. And look how they turned out. So, you never really know. This list is going to move around a whole lot, but I'd say for the knowledge that we have now, I'm very confident in this list. There's only really one team that I had no clue where to place them, and you guys will understand why once I get down to them, but yeah. Without any more hesitation, we're just going to jump right back in. And, number 1, I have the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills just played the Los Angeles Rams last Thursday. Can't believe it's already a week ago. They dominated that game. Josh Allen was all over the place. He was running the ball like Derrick Henry. His stat line was top notch. He did throw 2 interceptions. They had 4 turnovers, and I think it was the first half. It's something that they're going to have to clean up. But they did a good job of reeling that in the second half. They ended up wearing the Rams defense came out the gate and did a pretty good job of bothering this Bills offense, but since the Bills defense was so dominant in that game, there was really nothing the Rams defense could do, and eventually over time, without any help from their own offense, the Rams defense kind of just wore thin, and the Bills took over in the second half, and they dominated. Josh Allen, he threw 26 for 31, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and because of those 2 interceptions, his passer rating was 112. There's not really a whole lot to say about this Bills team. They're dominant. They're dominant. They had 7 sacks on the day. And they just came out and made a statement in Game 1 against the last year's Super Bowl champions. So I'm going to have them sticking to number 1 for this week. Moving forward, I have the Los Angeles Chargers moving up from number 5 to number 2, taking the Rams' place. They just beat the Raiders this week, 24-19. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The dude he completed 26 out of 34 passes for 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, not a single interception. He didn't take a single sack, and his passer rating on the day was 129. The team did a good job of limiting their turnovers. Their offensive line obviously did a fantastic job of protecting Justin Herbert. And this team is just all around stacked from top to bottom. They're a fantastic roster. They're scary. And as the moment stands, as long as there's no injuries to this team, I would very, very much like to see the Chargers and the Bills play in the AFC Championship this year. I think that would be an extremely exciting game. I haven't checked their schedule yet, so I don't know if they're going to play it all during the regular season. I don't think so, but I could stand to be corrected, so I don't know. What else is there to say about this team? They completely revitalized their entire roster this offseason. they filled in so many holes from top to bottom, and they're stacked, and that's why I have them moving up from number 5 to number 2. So yeah, that's the LA Chargers. They're here to play. At number 3 this week, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, as of last week, I had the Kansas City Chiefs ranked as the worst team out of the AFC West, and now they're sitting as the second best team in that division and the third best team in the league. They wiped the floor with the Cardinals. I didn't expect the Cardinals to do much against them, but I mean, the way that they game planned for this game, they took away the Cardinals, the core of the Cardinals offense. The Cardinals like to run an air raid type of system, and they just played. They took the deep ball away. They forced Kyler Murray to take checkdowns all game. Put them in a situation where they have to run the ball, play the slow game, and that's not really how the Cardinals know how to play. They like to move the ball quick. They like a quick pace. That's where they're comfortable. And since the Chiefs were able to take that away from them, there was really nothing that the Cardinals could do to keep up. So the Chiefs ended up beating them 44-21. And I said it last week, the Chiefs love to surprise people. And that's what they did. They came out, they made a statement. They told the entire league, we really don't need Tyreek Hill. We're good enough without him. And it's true. It's still Pat Mahomes' team. Pat Mahomes is in the argument for the best quarterback in the league right now. A lot of people would say they are the best. Mahomes' stat line for this game was 30 for 39. He completed 30 for 39 passes. He threw for 360 yards. He hit on 5 touchdown passes, didn't throw a single interception, and didn't take a single sack, making his passer rating for the day 144. They did fantastic running the ball. They averaged 4.7 yards, over 27 carries for 128 yards on the day, and a touchdown. They did fumble the ball a lot, but they fumbled the ball 5 times and only lost it once. They recovered it 4 out of the 5 times that they dropped it on the ground. That's something that they're going to need to clean up. But yeah, their defense played very well. They they led their opponent in the yardage battle by over 200 yards. The Chiefs had 488 yards from scrimmage in this game, and the Cardinals had 282. The Chiefs are back. I honestly didn't expect them to be this good. They're going to have to prove themselves this week against the Chargers, which is going to be a big one. But, yeah. I have them moving up from number 9 to number 3. Now at number 4, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers dominated the Cowboys this week. They won the game 19-3. It wasn't the best game for the Buccaneers offense. Tom Brady has seen better days. He completed on 18 out of 27 passes for 212 yards. He threw 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and he was sacked twice, adding up to an 87 passer rating. But truth be told, in their defense, they did play against one of the best defenses in the league. But where the Cowboys really struggled in that game was offense. They scored 3 points against the Buccaneers defense. And the Buccaneers defense is fantastic. But I think that game was a little more telling of the Cowboys offense than the Bucs defense. The Buccaneers had no problems running the ball that day. Leonard Fournette averaged 6 yards per run, over 21 carries, and that added up to 127 yards. The defense did a very good job of getting in the Cowboys' backfield. They had 4 sacks on the day and 7 tackle for losses. And yeah, it was a big ticket game that was national TV at 8 p.m. on Sunday, and they showed up. They proved that they were the team that everybody thought they would be. So yeah, I have them moving up from number 6 to number 4.